For a long, long time, the story of artificial intelligence has felt like it was written by just a couple authors. But what if that whole narrative is about to get a major rewrite? You know, we're seeing this massive shift in the global power structure of AI, with a brand new character stepping onto the world stage to write a completely different chapter. So the real question is, who's holding the pen now?
I mean, this is it, right? This is the big question of our time. Who gets to decide how this world-changing technology is developed, how it's governed, and who gets to benefit from it? The answer to that is going to define, well, everything.
And for a while there, the answer felt pretty obvious. The plot was kind of predictable, dominated by a few places where all the money, talent, and data were piled up. The script really felt locked in.
Yeah, the whole AI story was basically a two-horse race. You had Silicon Valley on one side and Beijing on the other. These two giants were setting the pace, they were defining the terms, and let's be honest, they were reaping most of the rewards, shaping this incredible technology in their own image.
But what if a new author is about to join the story? Someone who isn't interested in just following the old script, but wants to tear it up and start fresh. And get this, that new voice, it's coming from India.
So this new chapter, it kicks off in a huge way. From February 16th to the 20th, 2026, New Delhi is hosting the very first Global India AI Summit. And let me tell you, this is not just another tech conference. It's a statement, a loud one. It's the Global South saying, okay, it's our turn to take the lead.
So you might be asking, why now? What's the big deal? Well, think about it. The AI revolution is moving at lightning speed, right? And as it does, it's creating this huge gap. All the good stuff, the benefits, the opportunities, the power, it's getting piled up in just a few places. And that's pretty dangerous, because it leaves almost everyone else looking in from the outside.
And that gets to the core philosophy behind this entire event. The mission is super simple, but really powerful. AI should belong to everyone, period, not just Silicon Valley and not just Beijing.
So India's answer to this huge divide is the summit itself. They're trying to create a moment, a real turning point to build a fairer, more inclusive system for AI everywhere. And when you look at the numbers, you start to see just how big their ambition really is.
Okay, get this. We're talking about more than 5,000 of the world's top minds in tech, in policy, well, in everything that matters for AI, all in one place. And they're flying in from over 100 different countries. So yeah, this is no small niche get-together. It's sending a massive signal that the whole point is to give every single nation a seat at the table.
And just look at who's showing up. I mean, the guest list is incredible. You've got Sundar Pichai from Google, Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, the guy literally powering the AI revolution, Demis Hassabis from DeepMind. And they're going to be in the same rooms as heads of state, top investors, and even leaders from the UN and the World Bank. This is where the real decisions are going to get made.
Okay, but a big guest list is one thing. What are they actually going to do? Well, that's the key. This whole thing is designed to go way beyond just talk. It's all about action.
They've got this super clear 6-point mission. First up, close that AI gap and make sure the Global South is heard loud and clear. Then it's about turning big ideas into actual commitments and making sure innovation is open to everyone. And the final piece? Taking on the really tough stuff, like AI bias or what happens to jobs, and doing it by getting everyone to work together.
The summit itself is laid out like a 3-act play, which is kind of cool. Act 1 is a big festival, just celebrating all the innovation happening in India. Act 2 gets down to business, 3 days of deep, practical workshops. And then the grand finale, Act 3, 2 days where the top leaders get together and make promises that are actually meant to stick.
And in that middle part, the focus gets incredibly practical. They're asking, how can AI fix real problems in healthcare, in energy, in education and farming? And they're even digging into huge issues like gender empowerment and disability inclusion. This is about applying AI where it really, truly matters.
So let's zoom out. What's the bottom line here? Why does the summit matter so much? Because its goal is, well, it's nothing less than to completely reshape the future of AI for everybody on the entire planet.
And it all builds to one single moment, the grand finale. The whole point of this entire gathering is to produce one thing, a global commitment that actually means something.
And that commitment has a name, the Leaders' Declaration. You can almost think of it like a new constitution, but for artificial intelligence. It's a binding deal signed by more than 100 nations that says, okay, this is our shared plan. This is how we're going to do this together.
And this declaration won't just be a bunch of nice words. It's built on some really solid pillars.
Things like making sure AI is developed responsibly, guaranteeing the global south gets fair access, and setting up ways for countries to solve problems together. And maybe the most important part, it will have a specific to-do list for the next 1 to 2 years. Real action.
And if you're still not getting just how massive this is, listen to this quote. "This isn't just another tech conference. It's an attempt to build a new United Nations, but for artificial intelligence." Wow, I mean, just let that sink in. A UN for AI. That is a breathtakingly bold vision.
Ultimately, what this all comes down to is a really fundamental shift. This summit is the moment India stops being just a participant in the AI revolution and steps up to be a global leader, not just following the rules, but actively helping write them for the rest of the world.
Which leaves us with one final huge question. For decades, the script for AI was written somewhere else. So now, with the whole world watching, is the future of AI about to be rewritten in New Delhi?